Hi everyone. It's been a long time. Because you know what happened? I lost my voice. It was like the first. I think I didn't have a voice for about 2 weeks, and it was so funny because even until now it's still hurting. But my my head teacher was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" But I kept on working, and then the good side is my student started to they started talking because I don't have a voice, so it's like live with it like that. And then there was even this point when I was in Shibuya and I was shouting at the top of my lungs, but nothing was coming out. And I enjoyed it so much that I kept on shouting because it's something that is not allowed in public places, and it's a form of a stress reliever. But now I've got my voice back. So for everyone, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's been 4 years and a 1 year hiatus, 1 year and a half hiatus because of the negative people who were commenting here. And then, I was young and affected, but now I don't really mind. So I would like to thank everybody who kept on following me over Facebook, some on Instagram, and some on Patreon. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to manage that. And funnily, someone even found me in another SNS, but I won't mention that. Um, so yeah, and Happy New Year. So I will be staying in Japan. As a matter of fact, my family, they were like looking for me, like, are you coming home? Are you coming home? Like, no. I had to pay extra for the condo because there were some changes. So I have decided, instead of spending the money going back home, I'm gonna stay here. And then but I don't know if it really affected it because apparently I spent lots of money like compensating on that guilt. So I just did shopping, and I haven't sent any gifts for my family. Not yet, at least. But I'm planning to, of course. So, what am I gonna talk about? Yeah. So, one person was asking. So he found a lot of websites, and he's actually from Dubai, and he found a lot. He was asking me, like, is it okay to have a relationship with a Filipina whom he met on Facebook? Now, guys, this is not a dating website. He actually found her on Facebook, and she's also kind of living there in Dubai. I don't know what's her job. So he was asking me, like, they haven't met, but I think he has plans. I don't know. So honestly, you know what? Okay, I will be honest with you. So I have friends who are working in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and Middle East, and they mentioned to me that it's actually quite normal for them to look for someone in another country. Now, even in Japan and in other countries, it is not uncommon that even married Filipinos, like some, not all, so for other Filipinos, don't be dramatic, and you would start posting on my YouTube that, oh, you're lying. It exists. That's why we even have Tulfo, right? So my point is, a lot of them, even if they have their husbands and wives back home, they would still have a relationship in another country. I heard it's because of loneliness. I remember when I went to London, my auntie in London told me about it as well. It exists also in London. So I'm not ruling it out, but I am not, what do you call that? Not allowing it, it's not my right. But I'm not ruling it out, and yet I'm not condemning it, but I'm also not, it's not my business. So what can I now, would you believe her? It's up to you. Like, it's so easy to know. So which is the real Facebook and fake. So to be honest, I have two accounts. So my account, one is with the family, but I seldom open it. But this time it's quite open because I have to contact with my parents, and sometimes my messengers, just that's the one that's open, because you can access both things in both accounts. So mostly for people who has another account, they have less pictures. It's too perfect, and they don't have much information. Number two, and I can say that because that is me. Um, and another one, when their stories are too good to be true. For instance, on Facebook, like they would sometimes they would say they're single mothers or something, or so on and so forth. Now, what are those are like some of the red flags, and it's so easy. Like for example, they have limited friends. It's very it looks new. That's the point, because Filipinos are crazy about Facebook, but there are some countries that doesn't allow Facebook. So now that's another thing. That's another topic that we could talk about next time. Now, Mira, how do I know that there's no one else? Well, first of all, if she can post your picture on your Facebook without hesitating, well, that's one good sign. But let's say she has lots of reasons. Now that is boo boo. That is no. Now, sorry, I'm watching. Um, Another thing, there is kind of like a reputation, like some of them are really just looking for a pastime. So if I were you, don't trust so much and don't give so much money. I think it becomes a scam if you give too much, and if you think that you're just becoming a giver instead of a receiver. I mean, for me, relationship is two-way, so it's not only one way. So and you would see it with the comments of other people on her Facebook. uh if there are some comments that are like kayo means you and someone else. So if they're asking about those things, it means they have someone perhaps, or and so on. So anyway, if you're kept a secret. Now, would I stop you from, is it possible to find love on Facebook? Yes, it is. I saw some people online and offline. They actually found someone, and they're happy. But but you have to meet. You can't just fall in love, court each other, and get married on Facebook. It's really funny. Like I saw some posts of some people like, I'm heartbroken, blah 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 blah, but they've never met. I mean, come on, Mm. So yeah, I mean, if you think it's really love, that's okay. But if it's overacting, then that's. So it's better to meet her in person and then know it through yourself. But be careful on dating someone who is married. Why? Because it's like this. If even my friend said this, the one in Saudi Arabia. Actually, he's a Filipino. He was my classmate, and his family is quite well off in my hometown. But his father kind of has a little bit high position in Saudi Arabia, so he's there. And I asked him, why don't you date people around there? Because he's single. And then he said to me, he's my university buddy. He said to me that he would never know who is married or not, and if the government would find out that he is dating someone who is married, they might lose their heads. So just be careful of that. You don't want to lose your head over something like this, right? Now, it's okay to find someone you love on Facebook, but don't expect that it would be like 100% true. Maybe there are some success rates, but they're like minimum to none. So, if you find someone, that's good. If not, it's not good. And you have to check their Facebook carefully. There are, it's easy to create another one. And another thing is, at the same time, be careful of what you share on Facebook, and and Also, don't send money to a person you haven't met yet. So, yeah, actually, this guy mentioned that mm, she was kind of asking him for some money like that. I don't know why, but something like that. So don't send money even though you live in the same place. Come on, both of you are working there. Why spend your money on that? Unless you guys like each other like 100% and so on. So, yeah, but I wish you the best. I hope it works well. For instance, if she's not married, it's a good chance, right? Good luck for you, and I hope you can find love through that and happiness and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.